What is up, guys? Coach Nate with another episode of Steel Strength Radio. I hope you are doing absolutely fantastic today on this a little bit dreary Tuesday morning here in Birmingham, or whatever the weather's like whenever you're consuming this. All right, today I'm going to be talking about my crazy expectation for clients over the holidays. All right, so I want to go over three things today. I want to go over three things with you guys. The first is, what is it that makes clients unhappy, or not just clients, but people unhappy, okay, in terms of their fitness progress? What makes them want to quit in the first place? That's important to understand. And then the next two things, I want to share two options for you that you have going into this holiday season, two approaches that you can take. Both are viable. You just need to figure out which one makes the most sense for you. But the first thing I want to talk about is, why do people quit? Why do people get frustrated with their progress or lack thereof, and then quit their fitness program and give up, at least temporarily, on their health and fitness goals? Why do people do that? Unmet expectations. And this sounds a lot like relationships, okay? So what happens is, when you find yourself in a place where you have expectations that are unmet, the outcomes are not in line with your expectations, and this happens consistently over time, you will not be happy about it, all right? And so just to show you in terms of fitness, what this looks like, how powerful expectations are, let me share this. So generally speaking, the better and faster progress a client makes, the more likely they are to be happy, okay? Most people, again, the more progress they make, the happier they are. However, just to show you how powerful expectations are, I have seen people who only are losing, let's say a quarter, and say they have a goal of losing a significant amount of fat. They're only losing a quarter to half an inch per month on their waist. It's fantastic. It's very good progress, but it's not fast. It's definitely not fast progress, and that's okay. It's progress. But I've seen many people who are making this quote unquote slow progress are very, very happy and pleased with the results, with the outcomes that they're seeing. I've also seen people who, on the other end of the spectrum, who are losing 1.5 to 2 inches per month on their waist. I mean, that's about as fast as it gets. They are just crushing it. They're doing fantastic, amazing results. And then, but they're unhappy about it. They're frustrated. And I've even seen those people quit. I've seen people who are making amazing, amazing progress that everybody would be envious of, everybody would love to have, and they quit because it's not fast enough. And the irony is, they'll quit and they'll make less progress because they're not doing anything. But all that to say, it shows you the power of unmet expectations, and sometimes it drives us to do things that are irrational. All right, now, if you find yourself in a place where you are unhappy because of unmet expectations, you have three options. The first option is sit there and whine about it and don't do anything about it. I don't recommend this. I absolutely don't recommend this, but I see many people choosing this option, and I don't know why, but I recommend, if you've been choosing that option for a day or for a decade, get your butt up and do something, one of the next two options, okay? All right, the next option would be change your actions. So change your actions so that the outcome might change. Like, if your expectations aren't being met, change your actions so that maybe the outcome will meet the expectation. The other option is to fix your expectations. Maybe dial your expectations back down to reality. That's option number 3. And those two options, the first option I don't recommend, whining and doing nothing about it. That doesn't help. If there's something that you could do about it, if you could lower your expectations, I think those are valuable things to do. So you need to just figure out, based on your situation, and every situation is different, whether you need to take more action, take different action, or whether you just need to adjust your expectations, okay? Now let's dive into, with all that being said, let's dive into the two options for this holiday season, the two main options that I've been recommending to clients. So the first option is going to be, just keep it dialed in like you would any other time of the year. Okay, so just stay on track, continue, and again, let's just assume the goal is fat loss, weight loss, etc. Just stay dialed in, stay in your calorie deficit, keep doing what you're doing, stay on pace, keep doing exactly what you've been doing, assuming what you've been doing is making, getting you good results. If it's not, let us help you out. But just keep doing what you're doing, okay? And this is this is a great option. It's not like you have to kick back and relax for the holidays. I mean, this is a great option for people who, they can enjoy the holidays and they don't feel like they're missing out. If you truly don't feel deprived, missing out on some Christmas cookies or the office parties or whatever, I mean, you should still go, right? And be social and do those things if that's what you want to do. But there are many people who don't feel the need to indulge in all these Christmas meals and treats. And that's not better or worse. There's no moral judgment on that. It's just preference, and that's fine. So if you're in that category, maybe it makes sense for you to stay dialed in. Also, if you tend to be all or none, generally people who are all or none are very content to stay dialed in. They're very happy that way. They don't feel deprived, but they also know if they have one cookie, that one cookie might turn to 12. And so if that's you, maybe it makes sense to stay dialed in the vast majority of the time. And then, this is also if you've got like a time sensitive goal, if you've got a very important goal, you're trying to lose, get into a certain size or look a certain way before your beach trip or whatever. I generally don't recommend super aggressive goals like that. I definitely like more of the long-term sustainable approach. However, look, life happens. If you're in one of those situations, totally fine. But you probably need to stay dialed in through the holidays. And let me just say this one caveat about this option. I'm not saying you can't eat a big Thanksgiving or Christmas feast or whatever. Like, you can absolutely do that. But maybe 90+% of the days you're staying dialed in. I mean, you're pretty dialed in most of the time. Maybe you pick and choose, a holiday office party and then a couple holiday meals that you eat with family and friends to really, go hog wild and enjoy yourself. But for the most part, you're staying dialed in. So I'm not talking about perfection with this option. Perfection. I'm just talking about staying, dialed in the vast majority of the time. Now, the next option is what I've been recommending to the vast majority of clients, okay? And that's, look, lower your expectations over the holidays. Like, if you've been losing weight, awesome. Like, slow it down. Like, if you know that you wanna relax and enjoy these meals and treats, but you just feel like you should. It's interesting. I've noticed a lot of clients have had this expectation that they should stay dialed in over the holidays. I'm like, why? Like, why? Don't gain 20 pounds in the next month and a half. That's a terrible idea. You're gonna hate yourself. Not hate yourself. You're gonna be very unhappy with yourself in January. But if you maintain, maintain your weight. Stop trying to lose weight. Maintain your weight. What if you put on 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds? Whatever. It's not a big deal. Just if these things are important to you, relax. Enjoy the time with the family. Eat the food. Eat the treats. Just relax. I'm not saying go hog wild either. I'm not saying eat every single Christmas cookie that's put in your face or that's at the office. I mean, have some self-discipline, all right? You are an adult. Get it together a little bit, have some self-discipline, but also just relax a little bit and enjoy the holidays and don't, keep exercising. I mean, again, don't turn into a slob, don't get lazy. Keep exercising, keep moving, still get your protein in, eat your vegetables, but yeah, enjoy some Christmas cookies. Enjoy the holiday parties, enjoy the food, enjoy the fun food that people bring. And then come January, you dial it back in, okay? I mean, I think that the new year, there is something very practical about the new year, and it really is a good time to dial things in. It's a great time because the holidays are behind us. It is a new year. It's a new season. There's something fun and exciting about that. And it truly is a great time to renew our focus on our goals. But I do think it's very important that you just maintain proper expectation through the holidays. So again, my advice for you is if you know you're going to if you know you want to really enjoy this holiday season in terms of food and things like that, you want to indulge in those meals and treats, you should. Food is a great gift given to us by God. I believe that, and so I think we should absolutely enjoy it with thankful and grateful hearts, and yeah, go for it. But it's very important to just relax those expectations. Stop. I'm going to end with this. Stop beating yourself up for feeling like you should be losing weight, or just because you're part of a fitness program, or just because you're pursuing health and fitness, doesn't mean you always have to be dialed in all the time. all right? You want to create a lifestyle change, right? All right, you want to, with that lifestyle, there's going to be seasons. There are going to be seasons where you can be dialed in. There's going to be seasons where you're going to be more laid back and everything in between. And you just want to learn how to navigate those. So even if you're not at your goal weight or whatever, totally fine. It's all part of the journey. We're going to get you there. You're moving in that direction. But for now, relax, enjoy yourself, stop beating yourself up for what happens over the next 45 days. Keep exercising, aim to maintain your weight. It's gonna be fantastic. And then come January, we can dial it back in.